What's up, everybody? It is Vlogmas day 12, I believe. I gotta be honest, guys. I woke up today and I do not feel good at all. I slept very wrong last night. Not to mention, I'm also almost 2 weeks past due of my chiropractor appointment. Luckily today though, I have one at 11. Made myself a little breakfast before we head out because I'm feeling really lightheaded. Whenever my neck is feeling like this, it sends me into an anxiety attack without fail. I woke up and was immediately having an anxiety attack. This is the part of Vlogmas that I was not really wanting to show you guys, if I'm being honest. Days like today and how I'm feeling today, I usually try to keep out of the vlogs. Nobody wants to hear about someone complaining about how much pain they're in. I get tired of hearing myself say it so often, but also sometimes I really need to express just like how I'm feeling inside. This is a part of my life that I have been hiding quite a bit. For those of you that don't know, I do have Ehlers Danlos syndrome. I'll put up a little description of what it is. I have the hypermobility form. Any kind of connective tissue is extremely stretchy, it's weak. If you paid attention in science class, you would know that your entire body is made out of connective tissues. So, unfortunately, it does affect my entire body. The main areas that I have the most pain or problems with, I guess, is my neck, my rib cage, my hips. So basically my whole like trunk of my body, my torso and my neck are extremely unstable. I also have a really hard time developing muscle mass. It doesn't matter how hard I'm working out, it doesn't matter how tedious I work out, I just will not gain muscles. I don't know why. It's a part of the EDS, I guess, and if I'm being honest, working out actually hurts me severely. This is also something that I've had to learn over the last few years, but your body gives you pain to tell you that this is your limit, or like this, your body can't do these sort of things. And I'm not talking like pain, like muscle soreness from working out, you know, like if you run a lot, then you're sore and you kind of feel like icky the next day. I'm not talking like that kind of sore. I'm talking like deep in my nervous system pain, like very, very sharp, hot, searing pain from my bones poking and prodding and dislocating in certain areas, and the rest of my body having to compensate for the weakness that said appendage is experiencing at that time. It's also extremely frustrating because some days I feel so good and I can do whatever I want, and then the next couple of days or even weeks, even depending on the activity that I decided to live my life for, if that activity was too harsh on my physical body, I am in bed, cannot walk or lift things for days. Some days I can't breathe very well because my ribs will quite literally dislocate out of their rib head, and I can't take a functional breath without it feeling like I have a knife in my back. I was a very active kid. I did all kinds of sports. I grew up on a ranch. I horseback rode, went camping, loved hiking, like all sorts of outdoor activities like I was doing, okay? I wasn't just like a sedentary child. All growing up, I've had issues that, looking back now, that there's more research out for EDS specifically, was a precursor to what I'm experiencing now. I was trying desperately to ask for help, and even though my parents did try to help me, no one really knew how to help people with EDS, and at the time it wasn't so researched either. Luckily now there's quite a bit of information, a lot more studies, but back then your girl suffered, okay? This is also kind of around when I started getting really bad anxiety because I literally didn't know what was going on with me. I was scared, I didn't know what was going on, the doctors couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. In high school, I joined the swim team and the water polo team. That's when all hell broke loose. Like I said, I was a very active child and teenager. I think joining the swim and water polo team is what pushed my body past its limits because I was already doing a whole bunch of other physical work. Like I said, I grew up on a ranch, so ranch chores were definitely a thing growing up. I'll let you guys imagine the kind of work we do on the ranch. There's a lot of endurance that has to go into farm work as well. You can't just poop out 2 hours in, you know, you have a whole ecosystem to kind of take care of. But anyways, during my time in swim and polo, so during my freshman and sophomore year, that's when everything started kind of being triggered. So a lot of times with my specific type of EDS, you have it for your entire life, like it's a genetic thing. There are very specific physical traumatic events that seem to trigger it more. Remember, I've always been in pain. I've had this level of pain my entire life. But during that period in my life, it just like skyrocketed to the point where I felt like I was going crazy. Well, one day, so I was at a 5 a.m. practice and I jumped in the water and instantly I felt my rib just like on my spine, like where my spine is, where your ribs connect to your spine. I felt one go like completely out. It sent a shock wave through my whole body and it turned into a whole ass thing during practice. It was so embarrassing. That was the first time I was introduced to a chiropractor. He was actually the one that suggested I might have EDS. When he adjusted me, I'm super easy to adjust, but my bones keep popping in and out of the adjustment. And my muscles, no matter how tight or strong they seem to be, it doesn't actually keep my bones together. And because of that, my ribs completely shifted. So one side of my rib cage looked like this on my x-ray, like they were completely dislodged from their sockets. So because of him, we went to the doctor, actually asked them, hey, could this be a thing? They did the tests on me and I passed all of the, if I can find the score, then I'll put that on the screen as well. Sorry if I can't. And unfortunately, there isn't much I can really do with my type of EDS other than take a ton of pain pills, which I did take in high school. Like my whole sophomore year, I was on Oxycontin and Tramadol to stop the muscle spasms, and my nerves were spazzing out as well. I had neuritis at the time. That's what they thought it was, but really it was just my EDS and my nerves were freaking out because of the trauma. But at the time they thought I had neuritis. So I'll put up another description of what that is here. Like I was not myself. I hardly remember anything in my sophomore year when it comes to like school. My grades suffered immensely. Long story short, I didn't want to be on pain pills. I didn't like them. I didn't like how it took away my consciousness. I didn't like how it made me more reckless with my body. I ended up hurting my neck even more because I felt so loopy that I was just, I can't be doing that. I'm not gonna demonstrate what I was doing, but I was being a floppy bastard, okay? And when I would come down off the pain pills, I would be in so much more pain because I was being a dumbass the whole day. So I stopped taking those, and the chiropractor was one of the only things that seemed to really help. And then of course, a few physical therapy things, and those helped a lot. I moved to Oregon, didn't find a chiropractor or doctors that really knew anything about EDS until like right before I left. I got retested again and she was like, oh yeah, no, you for sure, you got it, girl. And she gave me a few specialists to see in Oregon, but what she didn't know was I was moving in the next 3 months or so at that time. I've talked to a few people who have EDS online, and I've talked to a person who's had it in real life, and they all say that the meds don't do anything for them. The pain is still there. It's just a band-aid for what's actually happening. And those people had it much worse than I do. So if they're saying that, this is something that I have to live with my whole life, and it progressively gets worse as well. There's really no positive like outlook on the whole thing. I just have to be mentally strong and take care of my body the best that I can. This has affected so many aspects of my life. There's a lot of things that I can't do or that I have to be mindful of when it comes to living my life in general. Enough of the sob story. That's just the background, and that's what's been low-key going on behind the scenes in my life. I'm trying to take care of my body the best way that I know how, and with the information that I have gathered throughout these 8 years or so. I will say that I feel much better than I did, I would say like 4-ish years ago. I'm gonna be honest, I was in a massive depressive spell over this for the longest time, just because I didn't really see, like, well, I can't see because there is none. There is no light to the end of the tunnel with this. I want to live life. I want to experience everything that this world has to offer. But my body is limiting me to do that. I know there's a lot of other people out there who can understand and can relate, especially with me being so young. I get told all the time, you're too young to be in pain. You're too young to have your body give out on you. It's too early. And I'm like, I know that. I'm very aware of that. I'm also aware of the fact that I do not have it as bad as some other people. Hence why I don't like to complain about it. There's millions of other people out there who have it way worse than me, and I'd never want to come off like I'm complaining. Never, never, never want it to seem like I'm complaining. Because quite frankly, I'm in a very lucky position to have my family and my wonderful husband to take care of me and to help me. The last 2 years, I would say, I have not had a real job. YouTube and social media has been my main form of income, which I'm so thankful that I found a revenue source that works with my very unpredictable schedule and lifestyle. It truly has been such a blessing, more than I've ever expressed online before. I don't really sit down like this very often and actually talk, express my feelings. You know, I don't like being vulnerable on the internet. I don't think anyone does. I've tried it a few times and it never went well, so I've taken a little step back from expressing my thoughts to y'all. But I'm kind of at a point in my life where I really don't care anymore. I'm the one that's living my life. I know what's going on in my surrounding existence. Baby steps by baby steps, y'all. After this whole long tangent, if you guys have been here for a while and have been wondering certain things that I've said, or maybe behind the scenes you've always just kind of wondered what was going on, that's a huge part of my life that I struggle with. Just wanted to open up a little bit about it. I know during Vlogmas, if I'm gonna be vlogging every single day at some point, it was gonna come out. So here it is. Your girl's body is slowly failing her. And I'm talking very slowly. Like, I'm not gonna be dying anytime soon, okay? I don't wanna worry anybody. It's not like life-threatening or anything. I'm just really fragile. I bruise really easily. My bones are always popping in and out, constantly dislocating certain things and relocating. I also want to say that I don't want anyone's pity. This is not like a pity party or anything like that. I just felt like it was time for me to open up about this kind of stuff. I know that there are other people out there who are struggling with a similar thing. Maybe I can even help you diagnose yourself if you've been struggling with this sort of thing. Everybody likes to say the pain is in your head, but it's not. Most of the time, it's not. We can gather up the Zebra Nation and bring some awareness, I think, to EDS. Like I mentioned before, there's a lot more research to be had. A lot more people are being diagnosed with it, and it's actually really surprising, but a lot more people have it than you would expect. So I wanted to show you guys a few little EDS tricks that the doctor uses to determine whether or not you have it. I'm gonna do the hand tests only because my body is not in condition to be showing you the tricks, but my hands feel pretty good today, so I will show you guys a few things. Okay, so first is the 90-degree angle palm. Your thumbs aren't supposed to go out this much, and this is me just doing like a normal, like, opening my hands. They're very stretchy. Most people's hands only go out to about that much, but EDS people can go 90 degrees or more. Sticking with the thumbs, another one is this. Most people can't do this, and there's quite a bit of pain that comes along with it, but for me, this is how I sleep most of the time. And then you can do it the other way as well. That way it hurts me just a little bit more, the other way not so much. Like I said, I sleep like that, so I think the tendons are just stretched out over time. Another one would be the pinky. I can almost touch the back of my hand with my pinky. My pinky can also go about 90 degrees as well. That one kind of hurts that one kind of hurts. So yeah, well, now this is a great example. When I do that, my tendons stretch so much that my bone kind of like pops out, and I have to pop it back in, stretch it back in, and then set it and like hold it there for a little bit, and then we're all good. Another one is the 90-degree angle backhand. So this always would freak out my friends in school because they're like, how do you bend like that? But yeah, your hands are not supposed to do this. They're supposed to be sturdy and strong. This is a fun one that I made up. I just like seeing how stretchy my hands are. It's kind of fun when I'm bored. You can take your hands like this and pull down your other fingers and then push together. Sometimes I do this just to stretch out my fingers. A lot of the times if I'm gripping something really hard, it has that reverse effect. So if I'm pulling my finger back like that, then the bone pops out below. But if I'm gripping something really hard, then the bone pops out, you know, reverse pressure. Physics, science. So I use this as a way to pop them back in or just make them set. Those are just a few tests to kind of determine if you have hypermobile EDS. Anyways, I hope this gave you guys a little bit of insight on how I operate. I'm taking my healing journey very seriously. I have completely changed my life in the last couple of years. This was a massive reason why, so I just wanted to clarify with you guys. Hopefully this clears some things up. If you guys want to learn more about Ehlers Danlos syndrome, there are tons of videos here on YouTube. I have to get going here pretty soon. My appointment's at 11 and it's about 10:30 right now, so I gotta go off and get cracked. Let's hope that my chiropractor's actually there and everything goes without a hitch, because I need it. Mentally, I'm like borderline want to cry with how much pain I'm in. I think you can tell that I went to the chiropractor and I feel so amazing. I feel beyond incredible. This is the euphoria state that I'm talking about. I feel like I'm walking on a cloud. To not have that pressure or anxiety, the pain, like just, oh my God. The relief is unreal. I'm so thankful for the chiropractor and massage therapists. I feel so good. I'm a little bit loopy right now, so I'm going to chill out in my car for a little bit until I feel safe enough to drive. I'm also going to pick up a few snacks. I found out that my sister has yet to finish Game of Thrones. I have seen all of Game of Thrones. I freaking love it. I didn't watch it when there was like a ton of hype about it, but I gave in because some of my friends were watching it and I actually ended up liking it. So when I found out my sister is only on like season 2 or 3, I knew that we had to have a little sister movie night marathon with Game of Thrones as our new show. So she should be coming over anytime after 2 today. So I was going to go to the store and see if I can find any of her favorite snacks. So of course I will take you guys along. Oh my gosh, dude, just to turn my neck without any resistance or like sharp pains is mind-boggling to me. I realize that I hold a lot of tension on this side of my face. It is so weird when it starts melting away. Like my jaw is softening up. And it makes me want to just like massage my face as well. Like my whole body is just, it feels so good. I 1000% needed another jacket today. This hoodie is not enough to keep me warm. This gum has lost its flavor. Blech. I've really been feeling a matcha latte, so I think I might go get one. The last few times that I've gone to Starbucks, they've been out of matcha. And I even go early in the morning sometimes and they said that they were out. So I don't know what's going on with the matcha department, but we need it. So I got the snacks that my sister said that she likes. I'm hoping that she brings the wine because I didn't get any wine. Albertsons doesn't really have the best selection of wine. Oh shoot, I forgot to get gas. Fuck, damn it. It's okay, I have enough to get home, it's whatever. Ooh, here we go, dip. Ah. Don't worry, I'm coming for y'all once I can stop. Hopefully you don't fall anymore. I'm almost there, I'm almost there. Hold up, hold up. Now I can get you. I don't have my tripod with me, so you're kind of just hanging on by a thread. So I thought I had enough to get home, but gotta stop at the gas station first. So it looks like I'm going to need to stop by the gas station before I go home. I don't even have enough to make it home, so good thing it's right across the street. Guys, they literally gave the drink to me for free. They said it was on them today. That's so nice. Aw, they're trying to spread that holiday cheer and it's working. And to think I wasn't gonna go to Starbucks today, I just went on a whim, if I'm being real. Oh, guys, that's so sweet. Huge shout out to Starbucks. Thank you so much for the free drink. I appreciate it. Looks like our Chewy box for the animals came as well. Hey, hi guy. Hey, nice to see you. Hey, I'll come back to you in a second. My hands are full. Okay, I'd say that is a successful trip out into the world. Hi guy. What's up? Hey, is this for you? Is this for you? Oh, sorry, God. I almost dropped it on you. Hello, you good boy. Hey. Hello. Hey, you want to be cuddled, don't you? I can feel it. Yeah. 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 Oh my goodness. You're a nice guy. Yeah. I love you, guy. Yeah, he likes to be cuddled. Yeah. Is he so cute? Well, I just got a back crack. I can't be holding you too much. Can you guys believe that he's 22 pounds? Wait, get your hairs all in my mouth. You're 22 pounds. You're hefty. Hefty boy. Hey. When he gets like this, he wants us to pet him when he's eating. Give him a little booty pet. You know, right, guy?
Easy, good boop. Is that yummy? Yay.
Okay, so there's a few things in here that are Christmas presents for the cat. Start off with this little laser here and a new BIRD. Those are gonna be his new Christmas presents. Okay, and then the last thing is some more wet food for my cat. This is all for the cat, I think. Yep, that is everything. The doorbell just rang. Oh, it's the Amazon truck.